Parashat Achrei Mot, 24th of April 2026. Theme: Accountability of Sacred Living. Holiness versus Profanity. Achrei Mot after the death opens by illuminating the ritual service of Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. It conveys the vital prohibition against offering sacrifice outside of the Mishkan Tabernacle and consuming animal blood, culminating in powerful forbidden sexual relations. Achrei Mot, Parashat, embodies the profound tension between human frailty and divine proximity. The title After the Death, poignant, refers to the tragic loss of Aaron's sons Nadav and Avihu, who met their fate after approaching God improperly. In response to Torah reveals a blueprint for safe, sacred access to the divine through the rituals of Yom Kippur. This portion showcases the unique service of the high priest, highlighting the transformative ritual to goats dedicated to God and the other for Azazel, the scapegoat that cleanses the community of sin. As I read and reflect of this parasha, I am inspired by the theme of individual and collective responsibility. Holiness extends beyond the priesthood and encompasses dietary practices, the prohibition of blood, and personal behavior, laws regarding forbidden relationship, laying down the moral foundation of a just society. I am moved by the exploration of distance versus closeness, demonstrating of to maintain a healthy proximity to God through boundaries that protect both the divine presence and the people. Parashat Achrei Mot, as accompanying Haftarah, beautifully highlighting the importance of holiness in our personal lives and within our communities, especially as response to God's presence. This parasha begins with the meaningful ritual of Yom Kippur, offering as a way to find purification and atonement after difficult times. It wraps up with important guidelines against sexual immorality and consumption of blood, reminding us that such abomination can lead us to vomit out. Another enlightening portion of the Haftarah from Amos brings us a mix of sobering and hopeful message. Amos encourages the people to reflect on the sense of entitlement, pointing out that their special relationship with God doesn't accept. Instead, a call for a high standard of moral behavior. If they start acting like other nations, God will treat them the same way, shaking them among the nations like grain and slave to separate the righteous from the wicked. What's the key here is the holiness isn't just title or status. It's about how we choose to live every day, while the parasha outlines the rituals and law that help us lead a holy life. They have to remind us that this practice is little without strong foundation of justice and integrity. True closeness shines through in the way. In contrast, strengthly points out the issue within society that has lost the way, nor properly serious violation like bloodshed, idolatry, exploiting the poor, and disrespecting the Shabbat, ultimately concluding that people have forgotten God. This Haftarah acts as a real-world mirror showing what happens when we ignore it. Boundaries laid out in Torah. Both texts remind us that holiness goes beyond rituals, like Yom Kippur. It also deep tied to how we treat others, protect the vulnerable, maintain sexual integrity, and engage the honest business practices. Forgetting God can lead to treating each other poorly. By Ezekiel, power state, you have forgotten me. This prompts us to reflect on how small everyday companies' ethics can gradually lead us to forget on our spiritual values. Think of holiness as a kind of language that God used to describe fulfilling healthy life. When we choose to follow these guidelines, we're not just obeying rules, we're creating a society where God's presence can thrive and where we all work together to protect it. For reflection discussion, in your daily life, what rituals and intentional habits do you use to prepare yourself for moments of spiritual connection or meaningful service? They have to highlight the failure of leaders, princes, and priests. How can we stand in the gaps, advocate for justice in our own communities today?